this one's interesting. So we've kind of skirted around the subject of a backup point guard. That's because the starting point guard is Darius Garland. You mentioned health and safety protocols, hasn't been able to play. Take a look at the tweet from Kendrick Perkins. Outside of Trae Young, that young stud Darius Garland, second best point guard in the Eastern Conference, and he should be an all-star reserve. Now, Garland's in his third year. He's only played 144 career NBA games, only 5 college games. So, Sam, this is a guy that hasn't played a lot of basketball and is really good. What type of ceiling are you looking at for Darius Garland, given he's played 149 games between college and the NBA?
Yeah, I think his ceiling is kind of a poor man's Steph Curry. Obviously, he's not ever going to be the same type of shooter that Curry is, but he has that same similar type of game. You know, interestingly, Steph Curry's dad played for the Cavs, and Darius Garland's dad played for the Warriors, Winston Garland. So that's kind of a neat tie-in there. But I do think having, even though he hasn't played a ton of basketball in terms of being able to stay on the court for, at Vanderbilt or with the Cavs in his first 2 years, I think that he's got a really good basketball background, and his ceiling is still yet to come. And I agree with Kendrick Perkins. Darius Garland should be an all-star this season with the way he's played and with the way the Cavs have really been an Eastern Conference contender, frankly. So I think that his ceiling is really high. He could be a regular starter on the all-star team for years. He's proving, really, we're just seeing the beginning stages, but he's proving to be a guy who is developing, throughout the course of the season. We've seen him cut way down on turnovers, and his decision-making has improved. He's got more people involved than he ever has before. He's been more of a facilitator. So I just think that he's really one of those guys who the sky is the limit. And by all accounts, he has the work ethic. He's putting in the time during the off season, really, when, they say champions are made. So with this, that would be my biggest fear for the Cavs, would be Garland, going out and missing extended time. I think as great as Mobley has been, as great as Allen has been, as good as Rubio has been, as good as Sexton's been in the past, Darius Garland really is the kind of the motor behind it all, and has been just fantastic. So I think as long as he's playing, the Cavs are going to be able to keep a good thing going, because he's really kind of the extension of the coach on the floor, got young legs, really making good decisions, and really their biggest reason, even though Mobley's great, Allen's great, but I would say Darius Garland to me is their biggest reason for great hopes.